Lucy, a frustrating result here at Stamford Bridge today. What's your overall assessment of the performance?
I think it's just frustration. I think at the end it took us too long to really put them on the back foot. In the last 20 minutes we probably should have scored at least one goal, but I think if we'd done that a little bit sooner, got on the front foot, the result might have been different. But the first half wasn't a particularly great half for either team, and it's obviously disappointing to lose when we're in the title race.
You spoke there about the first half. At half-time, what areas did you identify that needed to be tweaked going into the second half?
I think we just needed to keep the ball a little bit better. I think there was space to be had on the pitch. We were maybe rushing some of our passes because we were wanting to score, and obviously we want to start the game well and get at it. And we know that Arsenal are a good team, so you have to try and score first. But yeah, in the second half, we started to get a bit better, and then they scored the goals, maybe against the play a little bit, one of them. But scoring 2 goals in quick succession was difficult for us to come back from. But I think at the end, yeah, we showed a lot of character, but unfortunately didn't quite have the final touch to put the ball in the back of the net.
Of course, it's a disappointing result, but a word on the supporters who came out in force today. How much do you feel them when you're out on the pitch? Yeah,
amazing, especially at the end there when we were trying to push to get a goal back. I think you could see all the players just lifted, all the energy was there, all the energy in the stadium. Yeah, it really pushed us on. Just unfortunate that we couldn't get a goal, we couldn't get the result that they deserve.
Last question. Now it's time to rest, recover, reset and look ahead to our WSL fixture against Manchester City next week. What learnings will you take from the game today going into the Manchester City game?
Yeah, I just think being aggressive from the start, being fresh from the start, just doing everything it takes. I think that's what we do in all our games, but didn't have the best start today. But now that we know that City are at the top of the league, we need those 3 points to keep the pressure on. So we go there and do our best.
Sonia, a frustrating afternoon. What was your assessment of the game?
Yeah, really frustrated. Again, not the result we wanted to get from this game. But I think, from the performance we put on the pitch, maybe it was not good enough for us to get a better result. And sometimes it happens in football. Probably the turning point in the game was the goal we conceded, the first one. And these games are against 2 top teams and fine margins. So the teams who is able to take the lead, obviously it's for the team who is able to do that, it's a big thing. So today it didn't work, and we need to take the learnings from that and bounce back.
Despite going behind, the team showed a lot of fight and were pushing until the end for a goal. Are you pleased with the desire that they showed?
Yeah, I think in terms of energy, if you analyse the game again, probably we had a slow start in the game. But the last 20 minutes, we put everything we could on the pitch to try to come back. I think maybe if we could have scored 1 goal and leave the fans with us, probably the end of the game would have been different. But we couldn't. We created some really good situations. We couldn't score, and it didn't help.
You've touched on them there. It wasn't the result you wanted to give them, but there were 30,000 fans here today. How special was that support? Yeah, again, it was a great atmosphere. I think, 2 top teams playing against each other, top players on the pitch, and I think, not the results the fans wanted to have. So I'm sorry for that because, I know for them it's also disappointing, but it was great to be part of this game and, feeling the atmosphere. The fans were again around behind us, and I think, until the end they tried to help us to perform and to score. It didn't come, but thanks for that. Looking ahead to next weekend, the games keep on coming. Manchester City away at the Etihad. What improvements need to be made ahead of that one?
Yeah, again, I think I need to watch the game again to take the learnings. But defensively, for sure, we probably gave too many spaces to Arsenal team. And they have great players and great team. So I think defensively, we probably need to manage things differently. And also, I think when you play a team like Arsenal, you also need to make sure you keep the ball a little bit more than what we kept. We had some really good situations in transition, but we couldn't hurt them enough. A lot of things to take from this game. I think we'll have a good conversation with the players, and my job is to make sure I'll give the right answer for them to go into the next game with clarity and the best chance to win.